So why did I get involved with Oaktree? I got involved because there was something cool about young people doing something now, not waiting until they were older to be something and create something important.
If I think about the reason why I got involved in Oaktree, I think it would be something about the impact that I could have. I recognised that Oaktree was a place where if you had an idea, a plan, a project or a campaign, you could make it happen. Nothing was going to stop you. You could take it as far as you wanted and you could have all the impact that you were able to create.
For me, Oaktree is about taking action on an issue that I'm deeply passionate about. I refuse to accept the injustice in the world that our opportunities in life are based on where we are born. I saw an organisation that was already making an impact on global poverty, and I wanted to be part of that.
I've seen the impact of Oaktree's work firsthand. Last year, I travelled to a community called Yangus. Yangus is in the highlands of Papua New Guinea, and it's one of the most remote communities in the country. The only way to get there is by travelling in light aircraft or walking for 7 days. Because Yangus is so remote, they don't have access to many services like education. And so over the last few years, Oaktree's been partnering with the Baptist Union of Papua New Guinea to deliver education for the young people in the community.
The project we're supporting in Yangus is actually really smart development. We're faced with an interesting problem. We had a school building, but no one to staff it. So we took 12 young leaders from the school and put them on bonded scholarships, took them to teacher training on the other side of the country, and then brought them back to reopen the school. And that's now happened. Kids in the community of Yangus, for the first time, will be going to school where they'll be learning essential skills, literacy, numeracy, hygiene and nutrition. Skills and knowledge that's important for them to lift themselves out of poverty.
I was there in Yangus last year, 3 months after the school had opened. And I remember us descending in the plane. As soon as we'd landed, the first thing we wanted to see was show us the school. And we walked down to one of 3 buildings in the area, running along with these kids showing us the buildings. And we were expecting to see broken down buildings that had been neglected for 20 years, overgrown with weeds and destroyed in tribal conflict. And the first thing we saw was that in those 3 months, those buildings had completely transformed. The community had taken on board rebuilding whole classrooms out of local materials for the new grade 1 classes. There were new gardens planted, entirely rebuilt by the community. It was the parents, the teachers, the students. And for us, I guess it just immediately captured that idea of community ownership. And in those 3 short months, the community had totally run with this school and made it their own. And for me, it really showed that with that small amount of funds that we do have at Oaktree, we really invested it in the right place, a place that would make a difference.
So how does the Future Fund fit in? Well, the Future Fund allows this to happen. It's unique. Oaktree is one of the only aid and development organisations in Australia with an endowment fund specifically set aside to ensure the sustainable funding of our core organisational costs. It's innovative as it allows us to focus our time on our work overseas, ensuring that we achieve real results.
More importantly, it means that the opportunities that I've had to engage as a young Australian on the global stage will be around for generations, for my kids even. The Future Fund ensures that Oaktree can continue to create passionate, generous and globally aware citizens now and into the future.